Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today video I'm going to be showing you how I do my porridge yam. So these are the ingredients I'm going to be using. This is the yam. I've already gone ahead to peel the yam. I'm going to be using 1 onion, but half of the onion is going to go for blending the tomatoes and the red bell pepper. I'm going to be using tomatoes and red bell pepper on this recipe. So I have here a 4 Maggi cube. I have vegetable oil. I have don't know if I'm going to be adding red oil, but if you don't have red oil at hand, you can use only vegetable oil. It works perfectly. So I have some spinach here, salt. I'm going to be using a little bit of paprika. I have some crayfish in here, and I'm going to be using 1 ripe plantain inside. These are the ingredients I'm going to be using to make this yam. Let's get to the cooking. So I'm going to go ahead now to blend the tomatoes, red bell pepper, and have 1 garlic and half onion. Then I will bring you back. So guys, now that I'm done blending the tomatoes, I'm going to allow them to cook down a little bit. I'm going to cook the tomatoes down a little bit, then I will proceed to the next step. So guys, the tomatoes have cooked down. I'm done cooking down the tomatoes. Now we're going to proceed to the next step. So guys, on the same pan I cook the tomatoes. You can change the pot if you want. I'm going to add the vegetable oil. Just add amounts of oil you want to use. So I'm going to top it up with a little bit of red oil, just a little, and you can skip this red oil process as well. I'm just adding a teaspoon of red oil inside. So I'm going to let the oil heat a little bit now. Then I'm going to go ahead and add the onion. So guys, I'm adding the onion now. So I'm going to allow the onion to saute for about 2 minutes. Then I'm going to add the tomatoes, and that is when you're going to add the concentrated tomatoes if you are using it, which is the tin tomato paste if you are going to be using it on this recipe. But I'm not using it, so I'm using fresh tomatoes. So after the onion have cooked down for 2 minutes, I'm going to add the fresh tomatoes and pepper inside. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and add the tomatoes now. Stir them, and I'm going to go ahead and add the Maggi cubes, salt, and any seasoning I'm going to be using for this. So I'm adding the Maggi cube now. Fresh pepper, but you can blend this fresh pepper together with the tomatoes and the red bell pepper, but I don't like blending them because the pepper is very hot. So I'm adding salt also. Now I'm going to stir them all and allow these tomatoes to cook down. Then I'm going to go ahead and start cooking the yam, which I'm going to show you now. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of crayfish inside this, and it's optional. If you are the type that don't like crayfish, you can skip it. Crayfish is a dry prawn, so I'm just going to add it on. Just in this stage, just add all the spices that you want, all the ingredients, the spices that you want to be using to cook this yam. So that is what I'm doing here. So just stir them and allow the tomatoes to cook until all the water inside is gone. While the sauce is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and start cooking the yam. Just slice the yam in any shape of your choice. Just slice the yam in any shape that you want them to go. I don't like the yam to be too big, so I'm going to slice them a little bit smaller. So guys, I'm going to go ahead and add salt to the yam. Just a little bit of salt, because there is already salt already on the sauce, so you don't have to, you won't want to over salt the yam. So I'm going to allow them to cook now until the yam the sauce is ready. Then I'm going to mix them together and still allow them to continue cooking until the yam is well cooked. So guys, when the yam is halfway cooked, you're going to be adding the plantain you're using. Peel and slice the plantain and add it to the yam when the yam is halfway cooked. Stir them all together while the sauce is cooking. The sauce is done. This is what I want. The water on the tomatoes and the pepper is gone. So I'm going to turn up the heat now for the sauce. Then I'm going to add the whole ingredient, the sauce, into the yam for them to cook together. So guys, I'm adding the sauce into the yam, and you can see there is still water from the yam inside to enable them to cook very well. So I'm just going to stir them all and taste the salt to see if the salt inside the sauce and the yam is enough. If it's not enough, I'm going to add more salt into it. So guys, on this recipe I'm going to be using beef as well. I know I didn't show you the beef at the beginning, so I went ahead to boil the beef with salt, Maggi cubes, onion, and thyme and rosemary. That is what I used to steam the beef. So in this stage I'm going to add them. You can use fish or you can use any protein of your choice. So after adding them, I'm going to stir them now and then cover this yam to start cooking on a medium heat until the yam is well cooked, which I'm going to show you when the yam is cooked. So guys, as you can see, the water is thick right now. I love my porridge yam to have a little bit of liquid. I don't like it dry. So this is when I'm going to add the spinach. If you're adding the spinach, you're going to add the spinach last because you don't want your spinach to be overcooked. So I'm just going to add the spinach now and allow the spinach to steam down for a few minutes. Then I'm going to take them out of the heat. So that is all I'm going to be doing here. So I'm going to show you when I'm taking them out of the heat. Okay guys, the yam is cooked, fully cooked, so yummy, tastes so good. The plantain is just to add a little bit sweet on the yam. You can skip adding the plantain on it if you want the classic taste of yam on it. You can remove the meat, you can remove the spinach, just make the porridge like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share this video and give it a thumbs up. And thank you all. I will see you all on my next video. God bless you all. Bye.